Hello everyone and welcome to Magistically Explanation. Today we are going to start our second module, which is Basics of Phonetics, which includes organs of speech, consonant sound, vowel sound, and in this video we are going to understand the concept of organs of speech, which is very crystal clear and you will understand and you can easily understand it. Coming to the definition of organs of speech, definition should be the various organs of our mouth we use to produce speech sound are called the organ of speech or speech organs. This is the definitions of organs of speech. Coming further, there is so many organs which help us to produce speech sound and you can see it on your screen, which are lips, tip, blade, glottis, plate, velum and nasal cavity, teeth, trachea, and trachea is also known as larynx and larynx is also known as Adam's apple. All of these things we have gone through in our class 10th. In organ of speech is divided into three subtopics: the respiratory system, the phonatory system, and last one, the articulatory system. And all of them we are going to cover in this particular video. The respiratory system, the comprises of lungs, muscles of the chest, and the windpipe called trachea. The act of respiration involves two processes: taking outer air into the lungs and inspiration and throughout air from the lungs into the outer atmosphere called expiration. This is an explanation. And coming to the example is ah. It is the expiratory lung air that is the basic of the articulation of most speech sound. For this reason, the air stream involving lung air is called pulmonic air stream, and almost all sound of language in the sound world are produced with a pulmonic aggressive air stream mechanism. Coming to our second point, the phonatory system, the air stream released by the lungs, as we have noticed, undergoes several changes before it goes out into the atmosphere. In the mechanism, the organs involved are the larynx, commonly known as the Adam's apple, as I told you. Just behind the larynx, we have vocal cord, two leaf-like structure joined in the front of this joint, and the other end, which is known as glottis. Right down the vocal cord is windpipe. Talking about the phonatory system, the vocal cord can assume many positions, but out of them, only three are important. Vocal cord down wide apart, vocal cord hold loosely together, and the third subtopic of phonatory system, vocal cord hold tightly together. These all three subtopic we are going to see. For subtopic point number 1, vocal cord down wide apart. When the vocal cord are wide apart, there is a wide opening between them. This gap is known as glottis. Through this opening, the air can pass freely without setting the vocal cord into vibration. The speech sound produced in the position of vocal cords are called voiceless, as the initial sound in the pool, tan, keen, seen, hat, thin, shine, chin. Subtopic number 2. The vocal cord held loosely together. As you can see in the image, when the vocal cord are held loosely together, the air from the lungs can escape only by setting them into vibration. Thus, sound produced when the vocal cord vibrate are called voked sound, bad, gad, dead. You can pronounce and you will get it. And point number 3. Vocal cord held tightly together. When the vocal cord are held tightly together along their whole length, the glottis is closed and therefore no air can escape through it. Thus, is the position when the vocal cord are suddenly drawn apart. An example sound called the glottis stop is produced. For example, in act, empty, uncle. The mild cough-like sound is called glottic stop when an articulation prefers. Talking about it is kind of comparison between vocal cord held loosely together and vocal cord drawn wide apart. When we are talking about vocal cord held loosely together, see the image, it is held loosely together. It is known as voiced sound. When air passes through it, it vibrates and it produces sound. But In the case of vocal cord drawn wide apart, the air moves freely and there is no vibration, so it is voiceless. Talking about the larynx is the upper part of the trachea. It is muscular structure and is producing. It is common known as Adam's apple. As you can see in the image, it is called the Adam apple, which is right behind the larynx, and you can touch your neck and you can feel it. Talking about the articulatory system, the third topic, after passing through the larynx, the air stream is further modified by the various shocks assumed by the pre-organs of speech lying above the larynx before it passes out into the atmosphere, and every such modification affects the quality of the sound produced. The articulation system comprises the following speech organs: the lips, the teeth ridge, the hard palate, the soft palate, the tongue. Talking about the lips, the role of lips in modifying the air stream is very significant. The movement of the jawline influence and the jaw influence the position of the lips. The lips can take any one of the following position. The lips are spread the position which they are formed to pronounce the vowel sound I. The lips are in neutral position as they are assume the pronouncing the vowel sound A. You can pronounce it and you can feel it what your lips are doing. Pronounce I and then pronounce A. In A it will be in neutral position. Point number 3. Open lip rounding. When the jaws are wide apart, the position which they form to pronounce the vowel sound E. Pronounce E and you will get it. Closed lip rounding position form while pronouncing the vowel sound U. Lips form a rounding position when we are pronouncing U. Various shape can be assumed by lips while pronouncing. In this figure, you can see when we are pronouncing A, E, I, our lips are wide apart. But when we are speaking Q and W, it is closely together, and lips can perform different kind of positions in speech organs. Talking about the teeth, the main function of the teeth is obstruct the air stream coming out of lungs. The air stream is partially obstructed and modifies when the upper teeth is placed against the lower lip. As for while pronouncing F and V, pronounce F and V, or the tip of the tongue is filled against the upper teeth for pronouncing the initial sounds in thin and then. When you are pronouncing initial sounds in thin and than, then you will get it. The teeth ridge. Our next topic is the teeth ridge. The hard convex surface just behind the upper front teeth is called elevation or teeth ridge. The teeth ridge modifies the breath stream when it is found against the tip of the tongue or the blade of the tongue. The sounds which are produced in this manner are initial sound of this word T in teen, D in dead, and N in now, I in saw, and Z in zebra. Talking about our next topic, the hard palate. The hard palate is the part of the roof of the mouth lying immediately behind the teeth ridge. The the soft palate lies behind hard palate in the roof of the mouth with uvula. It is also called velum. It is the most important part of the roof of mouth. Soft palate is a movable organ. It can be raised or lowered. If soft palate is raised, the nasal passage is closed and the air coming from the lungs escapes through the oral cavity. The sound produced in this way are called oral sounds. Hope the things are clearing. The soft palate is lowered, the oral passage is closed and the air passes through the nasal cavity. The sound produced in this way are called nasal sound. For example, M and Q in English word, for example, man, knight and king are nasal sounds. Talking about the uvula, if we stand before a mirror and study the interior of mouth, we shall notice a small lab or flash hanging loosely from the center of the soft palate. This grape-like structure is known as uvula. There is no unreal sound in English. In Urdu, Kamal, Katil. If you have to pronounce, it is pronounced from there. The tongue, the most powerful. The tongue is a very important organ of speech. It is the most flexible part, and by assuming different shapes, it can help in articulation of a number of sounds. In this production of different sound, the tip, the blade, the front and the back of the tongue are used, and the tongue is the most important organ in speech sound. Summary of this video: we have discussed organ of speech, the respiratory system, the phonatory system, and the three subtopics of phonatory system: vocal cord down, wide apart, vocal cord held loosely together, vocal cord held tightly together. Then the articulatory system and the seven subtopic of the articulatory system: the lips, the teeth ridge, the hard palate, the soft palate, and the uvula, the tongue. We all have discussed this topic in this video, and in upcoming video we are going to understand the concept of consonant sounds, and after that we will be discussing vowel sound. In this way our second module will be finished. Thanks for watching.